Hello, and this is Nick. We're going to be having a look at a test drive on the Commodore Amiga. Now, this is a racing game, the first in the test drive series, published by Accolade, as you can see there, developed by Distinctive Software. Come out on the Amiga, the Amstrad CPC, the Apple II, the Atari ST, Commodore 64, and also on the PC as well. As far as I'm aware, the Amiga version was released in 1987. So first of all, we got to select what car we want to drive out of 5 supercars. So with the Porsche there, let's just see which one has the best speed. Corvette 154. The Lamborghini Countach or Countach. Lotus Turbo Esprit, covered in its own series, in fact. So I've also uploaded Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge by a different outfit. Ferrari Testarossa seems to have the highest top speed, so perhaps we'll go for that. 185 mph, although I think it's hard to get up to that speed in the game, to be fair. Right, so in the game we drive along a winding cliffside, trying to avoid all traffic, outrunning the police and their speed traps. There's 5 stages. At the end of each stage we pull into a gas station and get an extra life. But the idea is to get from A to B as quickly as we can, and we're awarded points based on how quick we go. So as I say, the first in the series, when it first came out, it had rave reviews, although it has dated quite badly compared to the most recent ones of the series there. This is on the Commodore Amiga. As I say, the Need for Speed game is very similar to this, so I don't know if that was influence or one became the other. Quite possibly. Frame rate is a little bit suspect in terms of modern day views, but here we are. We're in the Ferrari Testarossa. We're on the cliff face, so let's get started. It hasn't got the Ferrari emblem in the middle of the steering wheel. It just says TD. So I presume it's test drive. Or it might be Tess Daly's car, mightn't it? She might be on the run from Vernon Kay. Yeah, maybe they couldn't get the full license for Ferrari, so it could TD. We've got the car, so let's as you see, the frame rate isn't brilliant. That car there did jolt a bit as we went past, but we're there. So let's go as quickly as we can. Looks a rather dangerous road. Looks like we can drive straight off. The game doesn't allow you to do that, actually. If you try and drive straight off, I think the windscreen just smashes. So yeah, so we've got to avoid crashing into that cliff face on my right when it bends round, avoid coming off the road completely, and avoid all the traffic. See, that lorry just went past, none too smoothly, but going good so far. What are we on? About 140 miles an hour. Doesn't quite look like 140, but the stats at the start said we could get this Ferrari Testarossa to 185. It's not happening, is it? I think we couldn't get past 140 there. Maybe if it went downhill we might be able to get past. I don't know what distance we've done so far. There's no distanceometer, so I think we're just waiting for a gas sign to come up, and then we'll know we're pulling in. Oh, there it is. 1 mile to go. I think a fly just hit the windscreen there. But yeah, pulling into the gas station. So that's stage 1 done. I'm not sure how varied each stage is on this. So the next stage might look very similar to the first stage, but as soon as we've done 5, don't know how many lives we got, might be unlimited, not 100% sure. Here we are, Don's Gasorama. You were flying back there, your average speed was 125, it took you 1 minute 23 seconds. Felt longer, that kind of time is worth that much. Watch out for potholes. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, so looks like the stage is identical, but I'm sure it must be slightly different. Test drive by Accolade. I've also got Test Drive 2 on disc somewhere. The levels are a bit more varied on that one. Test Drive 2 the Duel it's called. So hopefully I'll upload that at a later stage. You can compare the two together. But quite addictive at the time, this one. Very popular, and that's why just to spawn a series there, so that was fine. Okay. I think Test Drive 3 was called the Passion. That was released on the Amiga. I'm not sure it was released on the Amiga actually. Might have been just the PC. So that was a bit of a letdown after the first two. Just trying to think what the other ones were. Test Drive 4, 5 and 6. I think there was Overdrive as well. Test Drive Unlimited, Unlimited 2. Off-Road 2, Off-Road 3. Might have been a few others as well, a few spin-offs. As I say, this is the very first one. We're up in the mountains. Oh, that's a bit tricky. Yes, windscreen smashed. No crazy sound effect, but you got the idea. So that crash effect is nothing compared to Need for Speed, when the car flips over loads of times in the modern day games. Pans outside, gives you all sparks and stuff like that. Here we just got a basic windscreen smashing. That is it. Okay, floor it. It's supposed to be the fastest car. It says that on the stats, but I don't know if in reality it is. All in red. Yeah, pity you couldn't get the prancing horse in the middle of the steering wheel there. Oh, a bit close to the side. Haven't seen any potholes. 55 miles an hour. Oh, the police are after us. You might see my rear view mirror. Let's see if we can outrun them. I can't do over 100, surely. He's still on me. He's gone. Right, that's got rid of him. Good. Bit more harder to outrun on the later stages, of course. Sure there. Yes. As I say, I don't know what the frame rate is per minute or per second, but is a bit juddery. But you do get used to it. But nothing like driving a Ferrari down a winding mountain for real, I'd imagine. Right, into the gas station. That's stage 2 done. I think the gas stations are slightly different each time, so that's a bit of a variety. Let's see where we are this time. Yeah, good to outrun the police. Oh, someone's pit stop, don't know what that says. Some decent driving there. Average speed 100 miles an hour, 2 minutes 27. I don't know if you're supposed to write these down. So next time you do the game you can compare. What I don't like about this game is those gears. Oh, yeah, so if you over rev it, the car blows up. Yeah, what I don't like, those gears, you can, on this version, the first one, you can only see what gear you're in when you actually change up, then it disappears. On Test Drive 2 at least, it stays there, so you know exactly what gear you're in the whole time, which is a lot better. But that's evolution for you. Don't know how much, how many people were working on this game. Probably not many. Nowadays, of course, you need whole massive companies working on it with thousands of people, all doing separate graphics and sound. And it's more of an investment, more of a gamble. So that's why publishing houses now are less likely to take a risk on certain games. They want something that's guaranteed seller. Gets more professional the whole time. Back in the early days of the ZX Spectrum, the Commodore 64, you get some really weird subjects come up that they wouldn't touch now. There's a game on the ZX Spectrum I remember called Pust, P-S-S-S-T. The idea of that is just to water a plant before bugs can get in and sabotage the plant. They're not going to release that on the PS4, I don't think, or the Xbox One. Oh, that's a tricky lorry, got to slow right down. I don't know if we can get around him. Just, is it? Yes. I mean, the collision detection isn't brilliant on this game. Just got round him. Yeah, so that's why a lot of games, you get modern day games, will be very similar to each other. Amiga and Spectrum, took a bit more of a gamble because less money was involved. But yeah, they are very dated. Couldn't release this now, or in fact a game about a plant growing. No one's going to take that seriously. Also, another good classic game was Paperboy. You had to go around the streets delivering papers to the correct houses while avoiding obstacles. I doubt that's ever going to come out on a major platform redone. People want excitement now, want fast sports cars, want to go mysterious adventures, hacking and slashing. They don't really want to be delivering papers. Understandable. Right, motor along. We're doing okay here. I don't think the car's been damaged too much since we started. Into fourth. Right, flying. Flying here. So getting the hang of things. Pulling into the gas station. Stage 3. I haven't played this game for a while, so I'm hoping the last 2 stages maybe there's a bit of a difference there. Don't think there's going to be. At least on Test Drive 2 the colours changed, and there was scenery discs available as well. You can run through the generic scenery, or a California Challenge was another scenery disc there, or Europe. We went through various countries: Spain, Germany, Rome, of course, and Holland. So you see a very cliched scenery on those, like windmills of Holland, of course. Germany had the Autobahn, no police there. Rome, various bits of Colosseum-styled type buildings, I think. I've got some uploads of those already done. No commentary on it, just pure gameplay. If you want to check those out on the channel, do a search, type in Test Drive, or Test Drive 2, spelled the Roman numerals way, II. But yeah, on this game, I think the only cars in it, apart from the ones we're driving, of course, that red car we went past, it's a generic white car. A lorry, a grey lorry we've seen. I think there's a blue one that turns up every now and again. And that's it, there's the white car, looks a bit like the police car. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a police car pulls us over at some point. Good road holding though, isn't it? We went round that corner at over 120 miles an hour. Right, there's the blue car. Oops! Ooh, just got round there, almost fallen off the edge. But you're not missing anything. That police car is going to get us now. I think it's been tracking us. Yeah, I think he's got us. Might have to slow down. Yeah, he's coming round. Let's slow down. What's that logo he's got on the right of his car? It's like Ghostbusters, is it? Perhaps he's doubling up. Does the police, then does Ghostbusters. Didn't even get out of his car there. He's giving us a ticket. Don't know what it said. Don't know what speed we was doing. Didn't get out of the car. Obviously just chucked it out the back so it's stuck on our windscreen. But he's gone now, so let's continue what we were doing. Police aren't good at this place. Don't think we're going to lose our licence this time. But yeah, this is a very, very dangerous road. Another lorry. Don't know what they're delivering. I'd like maybe a chance to drive that lorry, really. Deliberately crash into everything. Get a turbo. Or something similar. Police after us again. You can see on there our police detector on the top left of the dashboard. Oh, it's gone off. Perhaps we've outrun them. Yeah, as long as we keep on the road, I think we're going to get to the end of this game without due bother. Let's get around him. Good. Couldn't use this as a simulator, could you? But if you're learning to drive, take no driving lessons. Just play this a bit. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't a very good driving lesson. But no, couldn't just drive this a bit and think, right, I've got the hang of this now. Let's go onto the open road. Probably see that blue dot that's going left to right across my steering wheel. That's in relation to what I'm doing here. But yeah, we're doing really wrestling with the steering wheel quite a bit on some corners. Right, pulling into the gas station. Well, we was doing right with the police, but they got us a couple of times. Hopefully we'll buy some crisps at this gas station. I'm getting a bit hungry. Mr. Tony's, still learning to shift, aren't you? Your average speed was 81 and it took you 2 minutes 44 seconds. See, the computer's getting a bit sarcastic now. Started off with some good comments, and now as I'm slowing down, as it's getting tricky, or I'm being stopped by the police, he's putting the boot in. Well, I'd like to see him do it. In a sequel to this game, Test Drive 2, got a bit more on your mind because you're racing another car. Adds a bit of a dimension to it. You select either a Ferrari F40 or a Porsche 911 and then race the other one of those cars you didn't select to the finish. So you're also against time and trying to beat the computer opponent on various difficulties. Ooh, it's going to be tricky. Yep. So sometimes you think you pass a car on this, and then the collision detection, the windscreen smashes. Actually, this is our first attempt. And then on the second one, they've had a bit of a better go on it, knowing that they're going to get the sales. But yeah, every stage, although there's more traffic each time progressively, each stage is very, very, very similar. I like the engine sounds though. They've done a good job of that at least. See the police scanning us again. See if we can ditch them. I think this is the last stage, this one, isn't it? I know there's 5 stages. I've been forgetting to count. Yeah, we're making a mockery of this traffic. Getting the hang of this. 2-player would have been interesting, but whoops, that was tricky. Yeah, I see the police car after us, but I think we've yeah, there he is, just appeared again. See him in the rear view mirror. We're going 120. Maybe we can outrun him. No, not on. This is that terrible bend I'm not very good at. Close. Yes, in slowing down for that bend, I think the policeman's got us. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Let's slow down and get the ticket then. What is that logo on the right hand side of that car? I don't think it is Ghostbusters, is it? Yes. Yeah, well, obviously busting makes him feel good. Hasn't got out the car again, given us a ticket. What we're going to do, just put it in the bin. We probably won't be in this country again, wherever this country may be. Somewhere with mountains. So where could it be? Switzerland? Germany? Maybe it's Austria. Oops. There's a lot of car wreckage I'm leaving, wherever it is, in these brown mountains. Yeah, is there such thing as a brown mountain? Maybe it should be like a grey brown, perhaps. Haven't really used too many colours in this game, have they? They've got the sky there, it's light blue. That cloud that's been there the whole game. Whoops. Greys, a bit of yellow. It's efficient. I mean, the best bit of this is the car cockpit, I think. I like the graphics there. It's enough to keep you occupied, but good for 1987. That's a very good effort. Probably best to be born now, really, isn't it? Where the games are at this point. Okay, police has got us again. So, yeah, at the end of this stage, I think they're going to have some very sarcastic comments because the average speed must have been very poor. Computer Gaming World said of this game, Test Drive offers outstanding graphics, well that's fair to see, and the potential to hook every pole position fan. Now, well, pole position was another computer game on a racetrack of a very similar game engine to this, so they must have been hoping to capitalise on the sales from that, I guess. Excellent graphics and sound. But noted, I'm reading this, noted the game only had one course. Well, that's fairly obvious. Yeah, the brown mountain is always to the right-hand side. And we're on this mountainous road. No tunnels. A tunnel would have been nice. That'd have been quite easy to program. I think Test Drive 2 does have them. Got round that red car. Yeah, but essentially this is the whole of the game. There's nothing else to it here. It is just a time trial. Last stage, pulling into the dealership, and that's the finished. Let's see what it says. Music starting. Look in the glove box. Alright, I'll have a look. Where is the glove box? Nice job. Keep the car. Go home. Weird. Okay, I'll do that then. I don't know who was offering that. Okay, that's been Test Drive. Until next time, goodbye. Goodbye.